So, what's the time in like places you are listening us from? It's 6 p.m. for me. I know that our Discord is optimized to give you the proper time. I see 1 p.m., 12 a.m., noon, 5 p.m., 6 p.m., 6 p.m., 6 p.m. for me also. So I see that we've got like a lot of European friends, a lot of friends from Brazil, Argentina. Don't hesitate to let me know where exactly you're from. I'm not going to visit, I promise. Too much work to do. As of right now, we're waiting for Andrew, and as soon as he joins, we'll be ready to share everything we prepared for you today. So just ahead of time, it's going to go like this. We're going to present you some of the stuff that we've been cooking. We're going to comment on that and explain how things supposed to be working when the time comes. And then you can ask your questions both in chat or from our lovely mods. I already heard Jeremy. I see that Julian is here also. Hey, Julian. And of course, Ada and Ansicus are here too. Great to see you all, as always. And yeah, if I didn't mention anyone, it's not because I hate you guys. It's because there's like a lot of people. Stuff to list through everyone. And I see that Andrew is here. Hey, Andrew. Your mic doesn't seem to be working if you are speaking. I see. Yeah. And we got some connection issues. Yeah, Julian, don't be too humble. You are a local celebrity, so I'm pretty sure everyone is aware of who you are. Hey, I see that a lot of people are coming over. Good morning, Mordecai. Hope we don't distract you from taking care of your little one. Jump, I fly. It's not like even remotely morning for me, but still jam. Great turned out. As always, you guys are quite active and we appreciate that. Hey, Carmelo. Hey, Aleko. Hey, Vector.
Hello, everyone.
Hey. So I already described to the guys who are here that we're going to begin with like a little presentation, show them what we prepared for them, and then they can ask questions and comment. If you are all right with that, I'm going to share the timeline we've prepared, and let's do it without any further ado. And are we good to go?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, you probably already mentioned that, but we saw a lot of questions in the community regarding the economy launch, when it's gonna happen, how it's gonna happen, and today's fireside chat is main goal is to elaborate on how economy is gonna be launched, what phases there we're planning to do, when exactly it will start, and so on, and to um, basically answer with to give an answer in one picture. We've prepared one slide that basically overviews the phases that we will have for economy launch. Rom, would
Yeah,
you
I'm
go?
already sharing the screen. Feel
Yeah,
free to take a peek.
it will be shared anyway, so don't bother
Yeah,
actually.
I see that somebody is already triggered by the word vibe. Yeah, guys, soon enough I'll be able to answer the eternal questions. So yeah, as you can see, our economy launch is divided into 3 phases. And now we're going to explain you how they work. First one, of course, begins with why. We already have been asked a lot about what is going to happen during the wipe, when a wipe is going to happen. We're not ready to name the exact date. Oh, I see. We've reached the limit. Okay, I'm just what I'm going to do is I'm going to share the image in chat. So feel free to to take a look at that in chat. So as soon as the wipe happens, we're going to generate some cool live ops events and leaderboards for you, akin to what Leagues of Comfort and Gold Rush were. And you'll be able to participate in token functionality test and join the trial coin run. Andrew, would you explain in detail how this
Yeah,
works?
so sure, happy to do so. So basically, the upcoming functionality that will be involved as economy starts will be involving token, a bunch of new functionality that is not yet enabled in the game, and the most complex functionality is related to the token drop because it involves um, open loot um, like interactions with OpenLoot, with the game, with the token, and to make sure that everything goes smooth, because it's a big deal and it's connected with material assets, so we decided that we definitely want to do a dry run, you can call it that, with the token placeholder, and we decided to do that as a live ops event. So what effectively will happen is we will enable functionality that will be used to generate token rewards, to generate token placeholder. It's called trial coin, and it will be working the very same way that after economy launch the token drop will be working. So all active community will be able to try how the tokens would be generated and dropped in the game at a later stages. And the charging of collectible items that will be enabling trial coin drop will be effectively will be cost like symbolic prices, like 1 or 2 gems at max. So effectively it will be almost free, and the coins dropped will be used as an event resource, and we will have a bunch of details explained about this event and bunch of cool prizes. for those who will participate and compete in this event. This will allow us to make sure that the functionality used for token drops in future is working properly, to make sure that there are no bugs, no problems related to that. And as soon as we confirm that, we will be ready to move to the second phase. And as Roman already mentioned, it is time to do a wipe. And as soon as it's done, we will launch several leaderboards and competitions to make leveling up a bit more entertaining for all our active players.
Yeah,
So
and
let's move on to the second phase.
yeah, and as you can see, the first stage will last for around 2 weeks. After that, the second stage will commence. Basically, the second stage means that everything ramps up and increases. We are going to increase rarity and luck. We are going to speed up craft and charging. And we are going to introduce a proxy token. Proxy tokens are basically the tokens that will be converted to our real token one by one later down the line as soon as we launch the economy. So the second stage, I believe, is also going to be quite fun because the stuff that you've been expecting for like a long time is going to be introduced to the game, and everything will work better and faster. So I would say that the second stage is like WorldShards on steroids. So what do you think, Andrew? Is it a right way to characterize this?
I don't know. I definitely expect that start of the second phase will boost activity metrics because effectively proxy tokens that we will start to drop for the players who have charged items will be later converted into tokens one-to-one. So this stage is about testing and trying out all the rest functionality that is involved in economy. That is speed ups, rarity increase, and everything that has not been available until today. And just like with the first phase, the goal is to make sure that everything is working exactly as anticipated before we kind of switch to token launch and economy launch for good.
Yeah, and economy launch is, of course, phase three. Phase three begins after 2 weeks from the start of around like 2 weeks after the start of phase two. Basically, we're going to get listed. We're going to properly launch token, and of course, one thing that we've been like really excited about is adventure board airdrop. Basically, we've been telling you that having a lot of shards completing tasks on the adventure board will be beneficial to you down the line, and it's time to put our money where our mouth is. Basically, yeah, it's going to be you'll be able to trade your shards. You'll be able to trade your shards either for gems. Gems, of course, help you craft more and help you gather token. Or you can outright trade them to token. The exact course will be made public later. So don't worry about that. We'll notify you ahead of time. But other than that, adventure board will finally become even more important than it is now.
Yeah. So in addition to what Roman said, I see that there are a lot of questions about the dates and the start of the phase one. there is no date on the slide because it effectively will start at the date of the next update or very soon after the next update, which we are working on right now. So what that means is that you can definitely expect phase one to start by the end of this month. The exact date will be announced on a AMA session connected to the update, which most likely will happen in the week or two. We will not only tell you the details about the events on this AMA session related to the next update, but also some details about the live operation events, leaderboards, competitions, and we'll try to show you live how the um, functionality enabled with the next update exactly works. So next update will is requirement for the phase one to start.
Yep, that's pretty much it. Once again, guys, the only thing we are streaming is the scheme of phases, and probably due to some Discord shenanigans, because the channel, I just double checked, set like no limit on viewers, no limit on anything. You all cannot be connected at the same time, but we are going to share it once again after the stream ends and the fireside chat ends. So the question is, when will the next update be? So we have a fixed date for phase one to start. We are not ready to announce the exact date, but it's going to happen within this month. So within October, probably late October, I'd say. And of course, when we have the exact date, I'm going to share it with you guys. Don't worry. I will be I will be so happy to finally answer the question of when wipe is going to happen. It will be like a second birthday for me.
Well, at least you already announced that it's gonna happen. The only intrigue that is remaining is the date.
Yeah, but it still won't prevent you guys from asking.
Okay, I
That's
see that now they are asking when is Wipe version 2.
yeah. Basically, it's version 2.0. When it comes to conversion from one to one, no, shards won't be converted to Meowkin one to one. Shards will be converted at another rate. What will be converted to Meowkin is one to one is a proxy token that's going to be dropped during phase two. Hope that clears up the question.
Okay, so any questions so far? Maybe someone has a question that has not been answered yet.
Yeah.
Or
Feel free to ask anything about the economy. Feel free to ask anything about the upcoming sale and the update in general. I'm not promising that we're going to answer everything because, of course, some stuff is still being actively developed, and we both signed an NDA. So yeah. When will land rentals go live? Are you ready to answer that question?
yeah, I mean that's quite a simple one. Soon after the sale, the assets, specifically land and artifacts, will become rentable for all of you who was waiting for this functionality. It will be enabled, and it will work in the very same way as in big time. So all landowners, all artifact owners uh, will be able to rent their assets.
Yeah, and hopefully, like next week's rentals will be available for you guys. Another question I saw is related to the multiplayer. Multiplayer will not be launched alongside the economy. Multiplayer is something that is right next on the timeline after the economy launch. It's something that we are working towards having in game as soon as possible. So yeah. In what stage will I think the question is about the wipe. Wipe will happen before the first stage.
Effectively, wipe will be happening after as a result of the upcoming update,
Yeah.
to be precise. I see a question from Saint for like mod chips. There would be no analogs of mod chips at the start of the economy. However, something like this might be added in the future to enable some improvements for the crafting or token drop farming purposes. But you should not expect that before the economy launches, for sure.
Yep. And I saw a lot of questions about proxy token. And you will correct me if I'm wrong, but proxy token, when it comes to the gameplay, will have all the functionality of the main token. So
Except the ability to withdraw it outside of the game ecosystem and trade it outside of the game. So basically, it's one-to-one utility to token, meaning that you can spend it to increase rarity of the items, you can spend it to craft items, and so on. So no changes except for tradability.
Yep. We are not ready to tell you the exact rate of shard per token, so it will be announced when we are ready to do that. But don't
The
worry.
announcement will be made during the second phase. So first we will finalize this like season, and then we will announce the exchange rates.
Yeah, I noticed that somebody asked about a vibe resetting lands and house. Yes, your home island indeed will be reset after the vibe, but to sort of sweeten this peel, you can expect some events connected to building and having a beautiful house once again. So don't worry about that.
So another question I see also from Saint, will the token drop be better in higher level islands? So there would be to put it simply, the higher is the level of islands you are playing on, the more token drop will be, the more tokens will be dropped. However, the effect from the higher uh, island levels will be not that great. I mean, it doesn't mean that there would be no sense of playing or farming tokens on lower level islands. Um, Effectively, the change would be like it will be noticeable but not dramatic. And next question, rarity upgrade. Let's say from rare tier 4 and second tier 1 rares. What tier we get when we upgrade rarity? So one of the purposes for these like phases is for you to be able to see and try it by yourself before the economy goes truly live. Effectively, you will be upgrading the best item you have, and depending on the level of the items used for upgrade, as like that are burned to upgrade the first one, the cost in resources will differ. So effectively, your best item will not be degraded, but the cost of this upgrade will depend on whether they are equal or the item that you are using is level 1 and so on.
Yep. And another question I saw is connected to the exact dates of the stages. Like I said, if anything goes as planned, and we should hope anything goes as planned, first and second stage will take like around 2 weeks, and you can just simply uh, count 2 weeks, count 4 weeks after the stage one starts, and we'll be into the phase 3 by the end of that. And yeah,
I should add 5 cents here that we intentionally did not add the dates for these phases because we only can estimate we can only estimate like uh, the approximate duration, because if something like needs to be fixed, it might prolong the phase. Also, there might be a need to make a break between phases. But anyways, our goal is to uh, get to phase 3 as fast as we can. The third phase is most unpredictable because we are planning to launch this phase in parallel with listings, uh, and listings on exchanges are also always involve several parties. So the exact dates should be aligned with several companies, and a lot of bureaucracy needs to be done to get there. So you will be seeing announcements or some activities with our partners as we will be getting closer to phase 3. But it would be incorrect to say that phase 1 start plus 4 weeks is phase 3. That's I would even say that that would definitely not be the case. But we are working hard to make these transitions as quick as possible.
yeah, and I saw the question about the phase 3 and uh, like equation between the tokens you accumulated by it with real tokens. Guys, phase 3 is launched economy. If phase 3 started, it means that the token is already listed, and all the proxy tokens are already converted, and the tokens you get in game are real tokens that you can trade if you want to. So yeah, I hope that clears everything up. Stage 3, phase 3 is a launched economy that is fully functional. Yes, you are going to lose all the in-game resources as soon as the wipe happens. The same goes uh, with your buildings. We decided to make a prolonged process of launching the economy just to like make sure that everything works properly. So yeah, so it's that. I think that it's better to wait to have a fully functional and properly working economy model before you go to the launch stage. I see a lot of questions about token. Andrew, would you take some of them? Oh, I see. We ran into connection issues again. Yeah, Andrew, can you hear us? Okay, guys, we already answered the questions about the multiplayer. Multiplayer is going to come out after the economy launch. That's the feature we'll be working on heavily. When fishing, I'm not sure exactly, but I know that a lot of you guys in the chat are waiting to be able to catch some fish. Probably when fishing will turn into a new ban vibe for me. New NFTs come out every season, Draken. Will the gold cap be increased? I'm not sure exactly about the gold cap, but we're certainly working towards adding new ways to get more gold. And I believe they will be introduced relatively soon.
Okay.
Yeah, since Andrew is here again, we got like a lot of questions in chat about the token. If you can see the chat.
Yeah, I'm reading through that, wondering what question to pick first. Why don't you pick one and we'll answer that?
Okay, let me just pick one. Will will the requirement for crafting NFTs collectibles on the phase 2 will they require proxy tokens, gems, and in-game resources? I think that proxy token will work with craft. Am I right about that?
I mean, token will be used for crafting and upgrades for sure. And on phase 2, it will be similar to phase 3. The only difference between phase 3 and phase 2 will be that the token will be a proxy substance that will not be withdrawable outside of the game.
Yeah.
You can. I would like to just stress that everything else will be the same, and the purpose of phase 2 is to test the economy functionality without launch of the token itself, because that action is done once. We want to make sure that by the time we launch the token, it will be all verified, validated, and we will be making sure that everything is working properly.
Yeah, a lot of questions about airdrops. Will you take one of them?
Sure. I see question, will there be a token sale for users? So our economy is designed in a way to reward active players of WorldShards. And the token rewards are one of those that are uh, um, allocated for the in-game drops. Selling tokens in parallel with that would undermine the whole idea of how our economy is supposed to work. So, with that being said, we do not plan to have any token sale for users or whoever else after the economy launch. What we will have is some community events, competitions, leaderboards that might have tokens as a reward for them. But all of that will be anyways somehow connected either with the social impact for the community or in-game activity by the players. One way or another, it will be um, related to being active in the game or around the game, outside of the game, by uh, by any means that are beneficial for the community. Okay, any other questions you'd like to answer?
Yeah, I see a question about having a single wipe. Indeed, the plan is to have one wipe, and that will be it. But of course, if the need comes up to have like another wipe, we're going to, of course, we're going to wipe one more than once. Ancillary islands don't have. It's basically an addition to your home island. They don't have drop on them.
So airdrops that are mentioned a bit earlier in chat. We have one confirmed airdrop announced that is for the quest board points called shards that users will be able to exchange for gems or for tokens. Um, it will be effectively up to the user what to pick. Other airdrops might happen along the way. We are actually planning something like this, airdrops or giveaways for activities planned with our partners. So it will all be announced beforehand. Don't worry. But yeah, we will have different types of events and most likely some additional airdrops will happen.
New skin, auction houses, a multiplayer, and other functional is going to be introduced to the game after we launch the economy. So
Yeah,
yes, there is
basically
that.
we have a lot of functionality planned for the next like a year after the economy and launch and later. The first priority, as said many times, second priority after economy is multiplayer and co-op, and we are already working on allocated most of resources on that as we are finalizing the economy update. And all the social features as well will be focused um, in the beginning of the next year and along the year, as well as some customization features, um, content, new content, and so on. In more details, we will share what to expect in the upcoming update on the dedicated AMA. We'll focus on the economy questions today, but economy features are not the only ones that will be released in the upcoming update. There will be more.
Yeah.
Regarding the functions of additional islands other than artifact slots, yes, it will provide capacity. So the more islands you'll have, the more in general you can build, including but not limited to like uh, building blocks that are like used for building your house, but also refineries, crafting stations, and so on. Since every artifact requires a crafting station, you'll definitely need the additional capacity. By missions, I assume you refer to the quest functionality that will be introduced as well, and is part of our backlog. Resources in a chest on one island will be accessed from another island. So, simple answer is no, because you need to stand next to the chest to be able to use resources from it. At least as of today, no. But we have some ideas regarding on how this experience could be improved in the future. So you might expect some changes later.
Yeah, we already covered the questions about the auction house as well as other features that we are working towards.
Actually, I see question related to comfort and what is the advantage that it gives. You can think of comfort very simply. The more comfort you have, the more you are able to build, and that is related to production facilities that probably are of most interest to users at first, as well as some like beautiful houses that you can build. So in the fact, comfort is like alternative characteristic to capacity, so they are closely connected. And the idea about like premium decorations that do not spend capacity is that they effectively give you comfort without sacrificing the capacity of your island. Any question you'd like to address?
Yeah, I saw the question about furniture NFTs having a role in the economy. Well, first of all, furniture NFTs give you comfort, and Andrew just explained how having a lot of comfort is beneficial for you for all your WorldShards related endeavors. Second, even now, before we launch the economy, furniture NFTs are available to be sold on OpenLoot. So I'd say that they are already having a certain impact on the way you play the game. So hope this answers your question.
Another question from Bice about raising max number of additional islands. So we are definitely not planning to increase that number as of today, and the reasons not to do so are not purely economical per se. Um, as you probably have heard, we are developing WorldShards as a cross-platform game. What that means is that you can expect to be able to play it on your phone someday, and we have that not quite far in our priority list. So we expect the first versions of mobile client to become available next year for sure. And that comes with some technical limitations. Not only it will be quite hard for you to like uh, do everything you need to keep your a bigger amount of islands busy, but also that is related to tech limitations. So um, we definitely do not plan to increase that number now, and we probably won't do so unless there will be a strong like demand and a bill for that from community, or and in addition with this demand, technical ability to do so, because of course mobile phones are getting better and more powerful, but still laptops are a bit ahead. So that's in short it about the higher number of islands to be available.
Yeah, and when it comes to the questions about the artifacts, don't worry, we'll cover that during our dedicated AMA session that will come closer to the update. So you can like keep all your questions there. We'll open the channel to gather them next week.
Yep, and quite soon we'll have an AMA and we'll happily present you what else you will see in the next update. And there are quite a lot of exciting things apart from economy and token. I know that everybody are anticipating the economy launch, but we are working on many features apart from that to make WorldShards even more exciting than it is right now.
The keybinds, the question about the keybinds is quite popular. I'm not exactly sure. Is keybind a part of the next update or not? But
I'm pretty sure that it's not,
yeah,
but I would say so. The features like changing the bindings of your keys would likely um, get higher in the priority list after we ship co-op features, um, because we need to choose what goes first, and we choose multiplayer features, as I said many times, and we do know that you are all waiting for co-op features as well, probably more than key binding. So you'll need to wait a bit more for those. Um, in regards to consoles, like Xbox mentioned, we will be happy to launch on consoles as well. We probably will explore that option after the release of mobile version, but it's definitely doable. We will be happy to do so, but that is another huge task that we will be planning after we are done with the previous ones.
yeah. And speaking of mobile phones, and we already touched on that topic. I think while I need to clarify, I'm not talking about full-on mobile version of the game. It's not coming anytime soon. But we are going to have some cool, something cool for all the people who use mobile phones and specifically Telegram. We're going to have an announcement quite soon, and we're excited for that. So stay tuned.
Yeah. Also, I see the question to relate to max issuance of tokens. Max issuance will be same as in big time, and we are working on the update of our wiki that will soon include the final details of the tokenomics, amount of tokens allocated for player rewards. Spoiler: the biggest part of it will be allocated to in-game rewards, and all the information about the functionality that is about to launch will be soon added to wiki. You'll see posts about that in Discord, so that should answer the rest of the questions that are there.
Yeah, and I saw that Gabriel B said that playing on mobile will be quite unpleasant due to low resolution. Don't worry, man. We are going to make mobile version of the game as enjoyable as possible.
Valkyria, we are definitely not rushing to launch the token at all costs, no matter what. As soon as possible, we are aware. Don't worry, we are aware that it's better done correctly at the right time than earlier and in the wrong way. So we are taking this seriously. So don't worry. We value quality over quantity and are very carefully planning all our actions related to economy. So we'll, if we'll have to take some additional time, we'll take it.
Yeah, don't worry, Gabber Beast. We are not going to make you play mobile game. You can play. You can still play on PC.
Yeah, the idea of cross-platform with crossplay is that you can play from the device that you like to, and we will do our best so that it will be equally enjoying.
Yeah, that's kind of the point of having a crossplay version. So yeah, there's that. Well, I guess we can wrap this up, unless you wanna to pick another question to answer.
I think we are good for today. We will share the, I think, recap probably of some kind, and you can expect the update of Wiki soon, which will include all the information we've covered here, most of it, as well as some stuff that has not been addressed on the fireside chat.
Yeah, well, not like a proper recap since it's a fireside chat, but we're going to post an announcement of what we've been talking about today of economy launch phases. So if you cannot see the stream, don't worry, guys. We are streaming one specific image. It's going to be on the news channel as soon as we end the stream. Yeah. And I guess that's it for today. And thank you all guys for coming. We are going to open AMA channel relatively soon. We are going to post announcements. Don't forget to watch WorldShards on Twitch and participate in the activities from our wonderful partners from Fam Guild. They're streaming us 24/7, which we are really, really grateful for. And yeah, thank you so much, as always.
Thank you, everyone, and have a great rest of the day.
Yeah, bye bye.